Fargreen.
Good evening. Thank you so much for coming here today. My name is Chang Chen, and with me today is Hanmei Thailand, my business partner at Fargreen, and we are here to solve the problem of pollution, poverty, both with one profitable business. We sell premium branded annual mushrooms that are locally grown from rice straw, a medium which is currently considered as waste and being burned openly in Vietnam. Now, as many of you know, rice is the main staple food for over 2 billion people in the world. Its main byproduct is called the rice straw, which is a plant left over when the seeds are taken out. And this is usually considered as no value, so people often dispose it to open burning. It's usually common in Asia, where 90% of the rice comes from. In my home country, Vietnam alone, every year, over 20 million tons of this straw get burned. I've grown up seeing my uncle, my aunts, my neighbors burning it everywhere, at the back of the house, on the rice field, and even on highways. This is posing serious problems for the environment and the health of the people in the country. Millions tons of toxic greenhouse gases get released as a result of this. And the fine particulate matter from the smoke can be inhaled deep into the lung, causing serious trouble for our respiratory system.
Fargreen has the sustainable solution to this problem. We contract with the farmers who divert the waste rice straw from burning and use it as a substrate to produce mushrooms. After the mushrooms are produced, the leftover straw is a good mulch to be recycled back into the fields as a biofertilizer. So if you see this carefully, you will realize that this is a closed-loop production process. This is the central idea of Fargreen's business model, for it not only generates zero waste, but it also gives us the unique competitive advantage of producing mushrooms throughout the year. After the mushrooms are produced, they are processed and packaged in our processing center and then sold to the supermarkets in urban areas under the brand name of Fargreen.
We have the right people in place to make this happen. Both Hanmei and I, we are social entrepreneurs. We're getting our MBA by the end of this month from Colorado State University. And with 5 years of working experience in the international development sector in Vietnam, I'm bringing in strong connection and network to help build the company. Hanmei is bringing in 4 years of sales experience, and our third co-founder, Thuy, who's living in Vietnam right now, is a mushroom expert. She had her master in agricultural and biological engineering from Spain, and she's the one behind the closed-loop model we have at Fargreen.
So let me now explain to you the mushroom production process from the perspective of farmer. So to explain you this, I'm going to put myself in the shoes of Farmer Va, who happens to be Chang's neighbor here in Vietnam. So wait, let me put on the rice straw hat so that I look more like a farmer and less like a business guy. Alright, so I'm Farmer Va. I own a 4-acre rice farm and I produce rice twice a year. It's the month of May and I get a fresh harvest of rice straw from my fields. And as usual, I'm going to go and burn it, but with the help of Fargreen's team, I'm going to use it instead to divert for mushroom production. So from the month of May to July, I produce 50 kgs of rice straw mushrooms. And when these are harvested, using the same straw, I produce oyster mushrooms. And the same production cycle, I repeated from the month of November onwards to May.
So there are 3 things here. First, traditionally, the only time that Farmer Va makes money is in May and November when he harvests the rice and sells it. And now with Fargreen, we're bringing in 4 more cash crops to him and his family. And secondly, you can see the year-round mushroom production cycle at Fargreen. And what that means is that we would be able to offer a fresh supply of mushroom all year round as opposed to the seasonal offering of mushroom in the current market. And thirdly, mushroom cultivation, as you can see, doesn't get into rice farming. And what that means is that Farmer Va can still continue doing rice farming with his family. And by joining Fargreen, we would have him and feed family, increase their current annual income up to 50%. Let's take a look at the market. Vietnamese people, we've been eating mushroom for centuries. The current value of the market is $19 million. It's flooded with unbranded mushroom, 90% coming from China and only 10% coming from small local producer. This is happening because our small mushroom farmers, they don't have enough capital to expand their production or to move their product outside their own little village. So there's two problems here in the market. The trust gap happened because people don't know which way to look at the quality of the mushroom that they are buying. What that means is that if you're in Vietnam and you pick up a package of mushroom, you don't know who produced the mushroom or how they are produced. The second problem is availability and the inconsistent supply of mushroom in the current market. This is due to the highly unorganized markets back there, and this makes it really difficult for supermarkets to meet the mushroom demand of their urban consumer. But this turns out a great opportunity for Fargreen to create our own niche markets or our own blue ocean for the branded and qualified mushroom that comes in high volume for our target customer, the supermarket, who will then bring our products to our target consumer, the middle to higher income population in urban areas.
Let's have a look at how much it costs us to produce these mushrooms and deliver to the market. For here, we have considered the example of processed straw mushroom. For this kind of mushroom, we spend about 40% on production, 30% on processing and packaging, and the rest 30% is spent on distribution, bringing the total cost to about $2 per kilo. We produce about two types of mushrooms, the straw mushroom and the oyster mushroom. Both are sold in fresh as well as processed forms. And in fact, these are in great demand, and the straw mushroom is a kind of delicacy there. The processed straw mushroom that I earlier gave you the breakdown cost for gives us a margin of about 56%, and overall we have a margin of about 50% for all the products that we sell. Our growth plan is divided into three phases: build, scale, and take off. In the build phase, we build our first processing plant in northern Vietnam, creating a loyal base of customers there. For this, we need an investment of about $150,000, and we'll create a revenue of about $2.4 million at the end of 2017. In the scale phase, we scale our solution to central and southern Vietnam, building 2 more processing plants at each location respectively. We need an investment of about $500,000, and we'll create a revenue of close to $6 million at the end of 2019. In the takeoff phase, we'll take this solution to countries like India, where I come from, and we suffer from the similar problems of open rice straw burning. We also create social returns. These returns are like prevention of soil and air pollution, creation of sustainable employment for 1,000 farmers, getting them out of poverty.
So let's take a look what we have done so far to accomplish our growth plan. Currently, we already incorporated in both Vietnam and the US. We've got our concept validated with a successful production and sale pilot last summer in Vietnam. And we found out that retail consumers are willing to pay 20 to 30% premium to get our locally grown, high-quality, trusted mushroom over other alternatives in the market. And in fact, we're having a list of customers, including individual and restaurants, who are committed to buy our product. And what's more, we're already on our way to be fully funded for our first phase. We were able to raise up close to $40,000 by winning business plan competitions and fellowship, and we are currently a finalist in a 90 grand fellowship just for social entrepreneurs. And we are aiming at the $20,000 from Blue Ocean Challenge to help us reach our first capital goal of $150,000.
So this is the case of Fargreen. We need your help to build a great business which leaves a legacy of a better planet for our future generations to come. I'm Tanmay.
My name is Chad.
And together we're ready to go far by doing great.